What's up guys, Paul Greenberg here from Keller Williams. This week's vlog features Mortgage Jake. He gives his 2017 Toronto real estate market prediction. It's a little bit of a long video, but it's super informative, so make sure you watch to the end. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, like and subscribe. Here's the vlog. What is up everyone, Paul Greenberg here from Keller Williams. He's back. Mortgage Jake is in the house giving his 2017 real estate predictions. Jake, what do you got for us?
So if Toronto keeps going at the pace that we're going at so far, do expect more mortgage rule tightening. It's just almost inevitable. The government does want us to focus on debt repayment. And as part of that plan, they've already enacted some pretty heavy rules with respect to how we can refinance and how we can finance our homes.
So it's getting harder to actually get that financing.
It's getting harder to get the financing, primarily because it is believed by the government that we are in debt too much and we are taking on too much debt right now, and that house prices are escalating too much of a pace in comparison to the incomes. So they're looking at all of that, and as a result, I do expect Toronto-specific mortgage rules to come back. For example, shorter amortizations, which is how long it takes you to repay your loan.
So that makes the payment higher.
It makes the payment higher. So right now, 35-year was the de facto standard, and 30 now it's 25. Woo! We may see a foreign buyer tax, but in Toronto specifically, again, due to the prices being where they are.
Just to touch on that, has that affected? It's happened in Vancouver.
Yes.
Has that affected the market?
It has affected the market. But some people will give you stats that say, well, look how many sales are down. But the question is, how many more listings are there or how many fewer listings are there? So it depends on how we cherry pick the stats to see if there has been somewhat of an effect. The truth is, at the top end of the market, there has been an effect. And luckily for us, we were not the first market to bring this type of tax. At least they're studying the data from there and taking their time.
So they kind of tested it on the older child, the middle was the one that gets
exactly. So we may see Toronto-specific rule changes from the lenders. We will see higher rates. So at the middle of the year, we had rates of about 2.5%. So expect rates to be higher. So it's harder to get a mortgage because the rules are harder. Now it's harder to get a mortgage because rates are more. So people are going to say, well, maybe I can't afford this and I can't qualify for it. So what are they going to do? They're going to rent. As a result. The third thing, for the first time ever, and I did predict this when I was featured on Greenberg, for the first time ever, we are seeing banks and lenders come up with differential pricing. Used to be very simple. Someone would call me, you and I would work on a client would say, hey, I'm buying a rental property, what's my rate? Now it's, I'm buying a rental property or not a rental, I'm amortizing to this term, not this term, I'm self-employed, I'm not self-employed, I'm buying a condo, a hard loft conversion, etc. So there's no more one-size-fits-all bucket. Now it's simply, let's figure out where you're at, and then I can give you a rate range. So the lenders are giving you higher rates for more tougher properties to finance or tougher.
So myself being self-employed, if I were to go to get a mortgage, it's very likely that it could be higher than someone who, let's say, works at Google.
Full-time, absolutely. Both of us being self-employed. Now,
it's brutal. The
self-employed market is being hit the hardest. However, there are still quite a few options as long as you're willing to pay what those options will cost. So the best thing to do under these stressful times, which is actually the most stressful that I've seen in 14 years right now, what's happening. First of all, chill out. Let's all relax. 65 basis point jump in prime rate. Sounds like a lot.
It does.
Rates were 2.35, now they're 2.9.
What does that mean dollar-wise?
$165 a month on 500K financing.
So that's not too bad.
That's $330 on $1 million.
Yeah, but if you have a condo, you're adding the property taxes, you're adding the condo fees, all that stuff.
Sure, 165, but on 500K. So 500K is a sizable enough market.
For sure.
165 should not make or break your balance.
And you also have to figure, if you want to buy a $500,000 condo, you're putting a down payment on that too, so it's not going to be that full amount. It's a mortgage of $500.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
So secondly, if you do need to refinance, let's say you own a property, you want to refi it, you want to take some equity out to buy a rental. Or to buy something big, for example. Do not go fixed. Here's why. The banks are the only option for you now to refinance. Scotia, TD, National, what? There are very few other refinance options available. What happens if you go fixed and you break the term early? You will pay 2 to 5 times the higher penalty.
That's brutal.
Go variable. Absolutely. Go variable.
It's funny because I've always told my clients to go fixed because you never know where you're going to be. At least know where your set payment is.
Absolutely. Now the paradigm is shifting. Third, prepare all your docs. Okay. You're looking to buy a house? Get seriously financially ready. Okay. Income documents, down payment, how much you're getting in the gift, how quick you'll get the gift. What's your job like? Are you part-time, full-time, contract? Are you on a self-employed status, etc.? Get all of that ready and tell me, the broker, everything. For sure. Share as much as you can with me for us all to be prepared. And last, and this is possibly the most important.
Let's hear it.
Credit is more important today than ever. Oof. So back in the day, a year ago back in the day, a 600 Beacon score applicant would get the same mortgage rate as an 800 Beacon score applicant.
Seriously?
That's no longer the case.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's 6, 650, 7, 720, 800. Okay. And you know what I'm seeing room for credit the most is since Equifax rolled out its newest Equifax 9.0, which is the new credit reporting system that they have, we are now seeing Kudu Mobile, FIDO, 407, mortgage payments all affect credit rating. If you miss a single cell phone bill, it goes on your credit report. If you miss it recently and you're R2, which is 2 months late on your cell phone, your credit will plummet 50 to 100 points.
Seriously?
Get all of your pre-authorized payments down pat. It's not going to cost you anything. Send an invoice check to Hydro, Enbridge, Kudu, FIDO, etc. and get all the stuff paid off right now. Interest-only payments on your credit card, get them pre-authorized.
Just make that minimum payment that you were going to be paying when you get a mortgage.
Because credit now is super important, and not only do they check it at the beginning, they have the ability to check it at the end. If your credit goes from 7 to 550, they say, look, sorry Paul, sorry Kevin, sorry whoever, we can't give you this loan because your credit fell over a cell phone. Wow. So to me that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make a lot of sense because I know lots of people just kind of push off that cell phone.
But if you prepay it, if you pre-authorize your payments, $80, $100, that's how much your phones cost nowadays. Should be nothing. Should not be worthy of ruining your credit. But that's only a new thing. That's only within the last 3 months that credit is now showing cell phone, mortgage, what have you, right? So overall, I expect 2017 to still be strong in Toronto.
Yeah.
If the government addresses the supply issue, which is the number one problem that we have.
Huge problem.
By making building easier. To your point earlier, you said I'm building a house. Well, I can tell you right now, it's the most painful process I've ever gone through. The city's very difficult to deal with. Builders are, contractors are, hard to find good labor. It's hard, to find good terms when you pay for things and then so you order things and pay them later. If the city doesn't address supply, the province doesn't address supply, we'll always have much more demand. We'll always have demand for housing. Okay. However, from a mortgage perspective, be prepared, check your credit regularly, and don't be surprised to be asked a lot more questions today than you ever have.
All right. So all in all, 2017, the real estate market, where do you feel it's going to go, up or down?
No, I don't think it's going to go up or down.
You don't think it's just going to stay?
Listen, it depends on the area, right? Toronto is a big market.
Exactly, and I tell everyone that all the time. It is area-based.
What I hate reading when I wake up, I see the Globe and Mail, Financial Post.
When they compare
Canada. No, when they say Canada housing market is expected to blank. Well, I live in Don Mills.
Yes.
You live in King West.
Yes.
Those are vastly different areas.
Huge.
The 500K King West downtown 1-bedroom plus 10 condo will do different than the Don Mills $2 million house, for example.
For sure.
Home, right?
Yeah.
I have a different buyer, you have a different buyer. Not to say my house is worth $2 million. Just hypothetically saying.
Big shot.
East York, Royal York, whoever. So, Toronto market in general, I think will do well.
Okay.
Certain pockets will do better than others.
For sure.
If a first-time buyer got pushed away from buying a 2-bedroom bungalow home, now can't afford that 700K 2-bedroom entry-level house, they have to buy a 550K condo, the condo market will be supreme.
Yes.
For example.
So you're not sensing a crash is going to happen, bubble is not going to
No, because rates are too low.
Yes.
Rates are still too low at 3%. Demand is still too high. Supply is still very limited. So why would there be a correction? Now, hopefully our economy continues to do better.
Yeah.
If there's a massive spike in unemployment, yes, maybe we'll see a sudden surge of people needing to sell. But out of 200 deals that I do a year, the average person has 20% down. Okay. Even in this market.
Wow.
Even on a $2 million, $1 million house, average people have 20 points.
Yeah.
That's a really good stat.
That's a huge stat.
The average client that I have is well under the guidelines for the government Canada borrowing ratios. So my clients, downtown Toronto, midtown Toronto, they're not stretching themselves.
No.
You'll
some of my clients who, they're spending between $900,000 to 1.2, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we got $200,000. A, I want to get adopted to their family.
Yeah.
B, I find that's the case happening for a lot of second-time buyers.
Well, the incredible amount of wealth transfer that's happening from our parents' generation to the generation of buyers that we worship is incredible. And you know what? That's great.
Yep.
That helps them get into a market that they may not have been able to get into before. before. But if you don't have that, there are still many ways of getting into a market.
Oh, for sure.
So don't be frustrated that your colleague got a 300K gift.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that gift. That doesn't mean you can't buy a home.
No,
it just
sure.
means you got to figure out what your roadmap is.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
And so what you got to do is you're going to contact me. I'm going to put you in touch with Jake. Jake's going to tell me what you can do, and then we're going to go buy some homes. So that's how it's going to be. Jake, thanks so much. I love you.
All the best.
He's honestly the best mortgage broker. I can't say that enough. He works magic, and that's all that matters.
I appreciate that, Paul.
Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and we will be talking soon.
Around 2.5%. Okay. Expect 3.25.
Guys, sorry. Can you just
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Oh no, I can edit that.
So expect.
I'm filming, Jay. You were fired.
I didn't see the camera.
There's two.
Oh, God.
Jamie, you're fired.
I quit.
I'm Lenny Remax.
I'm back Monday.
I'm Lenny Remax Condos.